Guys, it's a myth.
It's a myth.
Alcohol may make you feel more confident.
Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Over 25.
Subscribe.
But this week you'll have so many episodes. There's this one, there's another one. You know, somebody said it's the consistency for me.
It's the consistency.
Yes. We are here to show you what's up.
We have an agenda, road to 100,000 subscribers.
By the way,
Yeah, 82 already.
Thank you so much. 82k subscribers. We're going to do a giveaway soon. So
We'll do it at 100k.
we'll do it at 100k. Yeah.
Actually.
So as long as we continue staying consistent, like we'll continue to grow. And thank you so much for the support so far.
Thank you.
First things first, we have to. I realized the last video I didn't say anything about the fact that we are 3. We are 3 because obviously our 4th member, our adjudicator, is adjudicator the word? You know the word for Kofi Annan? Mediator.
Our mediator.
Our mediator in all fights. Our Kofi Annan over 25 is a new mom.
Woo!
So she's currently on maternity break. Shikie Michelle, aka Miss Tiramisu. Shiko, shout out to you and thank you for still being there when we are shooting. She's still on the call. I'm like, hi guys, how are you? That's how she talks.
Yeah. Like a soft dove.
With her soft
With her
voice.
soft voice.
Hi guys.
So yeah, today we are talking about a few things, and before I go into that, I just wanna talk about another elephant in the room, which is it's blinding me. I'm blind.
I'm blind. I am blind.
Congratulations,
Hey.
Mrs. Gatabaki
Hey.
over here, newly engaged,
Hey.
newly wife. You gotta do the damn thing.
Hey. If you guys can notice, the lighting in the video today is a bit better. It's because of that light.
We are blinded by the stone. Diallo,
Thank you.
good.
Hey.
That was dope.
Hey.
That was dope.
Thank
That was
you,
dope.
babe.
So on to today's episode. Today we are talking about booze. This video is proudly sponsored by EABL, or what I would like to call Drink IQ. And what Drink IQ basically is a platform that EABL has that tests your knowledge on alcohol, informs you on responsible drinking, and gives you all the tips and tricks and whatever you need to know as you're doing your revelries in the month of December. Mainly for December anyway. I think this is why this is very important at this time of year, especially because, you know, with Corona, I've had the reports, not necessarily in Kenya, but in the US, like alcohol consumption has gone up because people are at home more, that kind of thing. So what Drink IQ is trying to do with us as influencers and as content creators is to encourage people to be aware of how to consume alcohol and facts around alcohol. That's why they're calling it Drink IQ. So it's your knowledge on booze. And you know, it's funny because we were talking with them and they were like, oh, do you think you know everything you need to know about alcohol and consumption? And we're kind of just like, yeah, I mean, we've been drinking for alcohol, yes. We've done the irresponsible things that has made us to do the responsible things. And what they have on their platform, which is something that we're really pushing for today, is taking the Drink IQ test.
Yes.
It's a very simple test. It's about like 10 questions. We've all done it. And I think for me, what was really surprising when I did that test is that some of the questions I thought were so straightforward. Like, can women drink more than women? Can men and women drink the same amount of alcohol and it affects them the same way? And the answers they give you, you're like, oh wait, can they though? Because all the information we have about booze and consumption of alcohol is not factual. It's based on what we tell each other, from your parents telling you, your sisters, your cousins, your friends.
Yeah.
But what Drink IQ is providing you is a platform where you can get factual information.
Yeah.
Right? It's not anti-scientific like, oh, 3 ml of this and 2 of this. It's basic stuff like, does coffee really cure your hangover? You know, things that you think you know, but you don't know.
Yeah.
If you don't know,
Yeah.
now you know. And by the way, for the Drink IQ test, please, we're really encouraging all of our subscribers, all 80,000 of you, please take that Drink IQ test. It's very short, about 10, it took us maybe like, me took me like a minute or 2 to do. It's very quick, only 10 questions, multiple choice, and each time you answer a question, you're given the result of your answer immediately. We're going to have a giveaway in a later episode that is related to you guys taking this test. The link is in the description box of this video. We've all taken it. We're encouraging you to take it and forward it to all your WhatsApp groups, your family groups. Just tell them, guys, Ebu, you think you know what you know about alcohol? You think you know about alcohol? Take this test. It actually takes you like less than, it took me like a minute. It was so quick, right?
Very quick.
You know, I like this test. Knowledge is power. If you have this information with you while you're out with your friends or while you're drinking, you can't be forced to do something that you don't want to do.
Right.
You know, you can't be told, have a shot, it's fine. Drink this instead or do this instead. And you don't have to eat. We can go and smoke, no? Because you have the information. So you are in control, which is why I really, when Julia said we're doing this campaign, I was very happy. I'm like, yes.
Ivy, you were very happy.
I was very happy.
Ivy was actually very excited about doing this drink responsibly campaign. And another thing I must say is that, you know what? You know how they used to say, don't drink, or EUBL has this huge thematic, is that what we can call it? Is it a thematic or is it a slogan? Drink responsibly, don't drink and drive. It's no longer don't drink and drive. It's never drink and drive. Even if you say I just had one beer, I can drive. Honestly, I think that's how it starts. Like you say, you get used to driving with just like under the limit. But then one day things happen. You meet somebody there at the pub, and you're like, okay, let's have one more. And then so just as long as you're having a drink in your system, you know you're going to drink. Organize for a cab, a taxi, or you have a designated driver. If you didn't know you're going to drink umefika mahali, imagine leave your car there and take a cab always, especially during this festive season, guys. It's you everywhere you go is like there's a reason to celebrate.
You know, there's this ad, I think it was still Ariel, or is it? I can't remember, but the ad, how it goes, I think there were like 2 versions that were released. So it was basically you drinking with your friends, and then you pass away, and then your friends move on without you. The next week they're in the club. It's just you missing, but everything else is back to normal.
The same.
Like that thing. Every time I think about it,
that was more powerful to me
than powerful.
The way the government had gone putting cars on roundabouts.
Cars.
I feel like that EABL campaign was so powerful because it's also what I'm always telling people. Take leave. If you die today, people will mourn you for 3 days, and next week someone will be seated at your desk and life will move.
Life always moves on. So you just have to remember. And imagine we're all human here.
So messed up.
Like at the end of the day, we know that these things happen where you find yourself in a situation where you didn't expect to drink, and then you end up drinking. But then you have your car. We've all been there. And I know you guys have been there. But I think we just need to encourage all of you. Like, if you have your car with you and you've had a drink, just leave it. Come get it the next day. Just leave that car. Or if you know you're going to drink, leave the car. Because I know there's people who say like, I don't want to be immobile. I don't want to be. So they're like, let me go, then I won't drink much. That is not a strategy. It's not a strategy. It's never been a strategy.
It's not a strategy. Very good.
It's not a strategy. So what are we doing today? I want us to, in the spirit of never drink and drive and responsible drinking, I want us to talk about our first drinking experience, like the first time you drank alcohol. If you can describe that scenario for me, where were you? Who gave you your first drink? What did you think about it? And then after that, we're going to discuss some of the myths in the drink IQ test. So my first most memorable experience, I was with Shikie. Really?
It was right after high school. It was my first time going out. Shikie took me for my first outing.
Shikie is the dawn.
Shikie, let me tell you first, that girl can hold her liquor. Shikie is a responsible drinker. I don't know where she got it from. So we were meeting my sister Nyawe and her boyfriend at the time, and we were going to drink at, is it Barracks? Do people go and drink at Barracks?
Gosh.
Yes.
Alcohol is cheap.
It's so cheap there,
and it's like a dingy.
It's dingy, and we're in our short. It's a kibanda. It's a kibanda with wooden even benches. They don't have chairs. They have benches. It's actually not a pretty.
It's not.
This place at all.
That's where we used to go drink.
So she orders a red ice, Smirnoff red ice or black ice. I don't know if black ice had checked at that time. I think it was a Smirnoff red ice, and even I get one. Ivy had not eaten that day. Ivy is new to drinking. This was like generally my first time. So I consume one black ice, then a second one comes, and I'm already feeling like, I'm not feeling 100. The TV was in a locked box. I guess I'm the worst storyteller, but I'll try my best. Because this story, I remember the story. I remember watching the TV in a locked box. It was news or something like that.
Yeah.
And the worst thing that happened is, I don't know what happened, that I needed to either look up at the TV suddenly or look back from the TV suddenly. And when that happened, I just felt woozy. This is my first time feeling effects of alcohol. This is one red ice, by the way, you guys. One red ice. I'm a 44 kg little girl who does not know what the hell is happening. I felt woozy. Shikie was sitting right next to me. I threw up on her from here to there. Out of nowhere. That's
Oh my god.
Anyway, she
from here to here. And this guy is still my best friend.
Yeah.
I've never seen a girl react like that. She just stopped talking to me, stopped anything. She did not want anything to do with me. She just walked out, told my sister, deal with your sister. And she went to clean herself. So I don't know if our drinks were spiked. I don't know why I reacted like that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I reacted like that. But that was the first time then I was told, did you eat? And I said, no, I've not eaten. Have you drunk any water? I was like, no, I've not drunk any water. So these are when these life lessons are coming to me that, oh my God, you can't just drink and not eat. You can't just drink and you've not had water. You need to space your drinks. But that was basically my first drinking experience. Red ice. And I threw up on my best friend from head to toe. And she was so smart. She was so smart in a nice LB.
Was it?
And we went to carnival afterwards. It was at night.
Okay.
It was at night. And I remember my sister's boyfriend wasn't drinking at the time, so he was the designated driver. I think he also helped clean Shikie and whatever. I don't remember what happened there, because obviously if I've thrown up, I'm not in any position to know what happened thereafter.
Yeah.
But it was embarrassing. I'm glad I'm telling that story. I've not told that story.
As the first time I'm hearing it.
Yeah, embarrassing. You know me, I choma picture. I started back then.
I'm not going to say, you mean?
I've always been choma picture. Then I go to the club with I like to shh.
I think also your tolerance is not as high. So but you've learned to manage it.
I've really learned.
Because much when we were younger, I think it was we had to be like, oh, it's Ivy. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now I don't worry about you.
I've learned the drinks that work for me. I've learned to eat. Always eat, even before you sleep, just eat some food. And I've learned to space and to drink water.
Yeah.
It's extremely, extremely important.
Yeah.
And also, as a chick, you don't want to look like that. Yeah. Even as a guy, let me not even lie, even as a guy, you don't want to be that.
So unattractive.
Thank you. It's not a good look. It's not a good look for a young 20-year-old girl just leaving high school and you're mom duty. It's also not very safe for you if you don't know how to handle your drink.
It's really not safe, because if you're drunk and you think my friends will take care of me, they're also drunk.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important to drink responsibly. I know it's enough for water. It's so hard for people to remember to drink water, but nowadays,
especially when you're young.
When you're young, you'd rather not spend that money on water.
Yeah.
But the thing is, people say I'll drink water when I'm incoherent, and that time you can't even feel. You know, the amount of water you need for the alcohol you're drunk. You can't drink at 500 ml at na umekunywa maji. It's you have to drink water as you're drinking, as you're drinking your wine, as you're drinking your whatever,
so
your gin and tonic.
Take a glass of water.
Yeah, you just sip. You'll pee a lot, but you'd rather just. You'll wake up first of all fresh.
Yeah.
Me nowadays, like I've really learned how to do that. I am so happy that I know how to do that.
Yeah, and you see, luckily, okay, we're telling these people, our audience who are younger than us, so they're lucky they have that information now. As guys, I don't think when we were growing up, we never had that information at our fingertips. Like responsible drinking, we've had to learn through experience.
Exactly.
So you're lucky that you're being told now, no. Like, we are saving you that embarrassing experience. Just drink your water and do what you're supposed to be doing.
So, my story.
Yes, please.
My story. I think I'm going to combine my first and second, because the first time I had alcohol, I didn't really drink it because I didn't like it. First one is very, very basic. I had finished Form 4 that year of 2005. Yeah. December, we're in Shags, Christmas. Then me and my cousins are just chilling in the bedroom, gossiping, and the men outside choma nyama. It's just typical guy though. That word, the English word that describes that is the view of our family during Christmas. So my dad comes into the room, to the girl's bedroom. So I'm just like, what's my dad doing here? And then he has a big mug like this one, and it has what looks like Coke Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
What looks like Coca-Cola. So he's like, where is Wadera? And I'm like, I'm here, Dad. He's like, since now you have turned 18, I'm giving you your first drink. It must come from me. So I'm just like, okay. He's like, this is Bacardi and Coke. He's like, do you know Bacardi? I'm like, no. Of course I knew Bacardi. Hadn't tasted alcohol in my whole life, by the way. For real talk. I was never an experimenter at it before 18. I'm not saying this just because it's drink I kill, drink responsibly. I was a sibling. Yeah, I'm a Christian, I was a CU person. So when I gave me my first drink, I tasted it, I'm like, ugh. What? Why do people drink? This is disgusting. Like I couldn't even taste the Coke. I was just tasting this other thing. You know, the first time you taste alcohol is so. And then I just put it under the bed. Imagine. And I remember that like 2 days later, we're removing the sheets to come back to Nairobi, like folding things. Yeah. And then I knocked it over. I'm like, oh, this is the Bacardi and Coke I was given.
Yeah.
Never drank it. Now my first real experience with booze. Same place. Uko to prisons. It's called barracks.
It's called barracks.
It's the one over there before, between Sunshine and Dami.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, I grew up in Langata. Also, Shikie grew up in Langata. So I think a lot of Langata kids, that is where they started because booze was so cheap.
Yeah.
Me, I was taken by another boy who I had a crush on. Okay, he used to be so cool. He used to, you know, just such a cool guy. He's like, I'll take you somewhere. I was like, okay. So we go to this place. I'm like, guy, now in my head, I'm thinking this is how bars are.
Yeah.
I don't have expectations. Yeah. I've never seen Mercury.
Yeah.
You know. So we go there, we sit down. He's like, what do you want? I said I want a red ice because I knew that's what is like good. I mean, like I can take it. It's like a beginner's drink. It tastes like soda kidogo. Red ice is man of. Baby, even me. I drank. I think I was on my first one or going to the second one. And then we were just talking. I'm surrounded by men. I'm just here with this boy. Then I remember I looked up at the sky. It was looking up. Then I'm like, whoa, babe!
The day it's that alcohol. Content was high.
And we had eaten. And it was after school actually. I was in uni. And then it was like we dropped off on the Langata Road. Then it's like, come and take you somewhere. So me, I remember thinking, whoa. And I'm like, is this how it feels? But I wasn't drunk. I was just like, it was my first time my body reacting to alcohol. So after that, he told, I didn't finish my drink. I just was like, nah. Then he gave me a bottle of water, this boy. But I remember when I was in the matatu, I was so scared of going home because I was like, my mom is going to think I'm an insolent child and I'm misbehaving. Anyway, and that was my first experience, imagine. I walked home, but I was not a sock. Yeah. I jabbed from there till Langata.
Did the boy take you in the job?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I think now we've figured the stage. He used to live, I think, in Nairobi West.
Okay.
So he went to West, me at Langata. But I remember when I was trying to pay the guy, I was just feeling like different. I'm like, what? I'm a grown-up. I drank alcohol. I did not do more than 2 relaxes. I don't even think that's the second one I didn't finish. I just felt like, okay, I'm a control person.
Yeah.
So if I don't have control, I panic.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. I remember I looked up at the sky. I was like, wait, what's happening? And that was my first experience. Again, I did not pace. It was just drink. I probably even did a shot that day. Like it's like you're new and you're trying to impress.
Exactly.
Impress other people and keep the status quo.
Yeah.
That was my first time.
Yeah, you can't look and cool that you've never drunk before.
Yeah,
you try and maintain.
I think for beginners, I think for me enjoying it, you feel booze faster.
So for me, I would say the first time that was like super impactful and I had alcohol was freshman's bash. Yes, I remember it was the first week after orientation or something. After you start, I can't remember, but it was freshman's bash. And it was the first time like us guys going out as grown-ups. Anyway, like my parents have given us cash. We're like, okay, now we are first party university, woo! So of course my parents are like, I hope you're coming home by, this time. Because they were like, I think it was just being parents, raising triplets at that time, like trying not to get them to be too crazy and get too drunk. So we're like, yeah, mom, we'll be home by midnight. So we go out. I remember just all of a sudden being just chill and feeling weird. It was at Splash, just quiet. Then all of a sudden being happy. I hadn't eaten. We're not drunk water. I hadn't eaten lunch. I can't even remember. But I remember just 2 drinks later, I was really happy. I was dancing with everyone, just having a good time. Then I planned for going to a sea chomoka. And I was like, yeah, but normally I would never have said yes, but I was like, quorum in numbers. Yeah, my inhibitions were out the door.
Yeah.
Did they even care that my parents are going to ask us where we are? So just called my sister, because as we were 3 of us, we're like, power in numbers, Sarah, let's do this. We're not gonna pick up our phones when Akina mom calls.
Kids to do that, just demand your phone.
Yeah, until you're not gonna pick up our phones and Akina mom call. At the end of that night, you guys, I had so much fun. I think it was the first time I kissed, like I made out with a boy in uni. Even alcohol, I would not have done this if I was not drinking. And then at the end of that night, there was another Nigerian guy who I really liked. He was called Ebi. Hey, Ebi is like, yo, I can pay for us a room in Westie. Hey, good, right? I had to go with my sister because I'm like, I can't go. So we ended up like just us, like it was me, my sister, and another chick who used to live around the same area. We had our phones. We were like, yeah, we're going to sleep with these Nigerian boys. Let's go. I'm telling you, babe, my parents tapped at us. They came for us in Wisi at like 3 in the morning. This
Both
is
of them?
alcohol. No, just my dad.
Okay.
Just my dad.
Okay.
That was the first time I was grounded. Our phones were taken for a week before they realized there's no point of taking our phones because now we're hotel again.
Yeah.
And they need to keep track of us. So anyway, that whole experience was because of alcohol. And I thank God I didn't lose my virginity.
Yeah.
Because clearly that's what was going to happen, actually.
Yeah.
If I was like, I had continued just being reckless. Because of course at some point I was like, hey, yo, this is, like, I need to chunga myself.
Yeah.
Really. So we just slept next to each other.
Yeah.
Because I fused and stuff.
Good.
So interesting.
Good.
But yeah, all that happened because of alcohol. And that was my first experience with booze.
Wow. Me, I miss Freshers Bash. But then I encourage people in uni, even to go for Freshers Bash.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I wish I was more active.
Yeah.
Those things.
Yeah.
Freshers Bash, clubs. The only club I was in was ISEC. But so anyway, guys, yeah, thank you so much for sharing your stories. I want us to discuss really quickly a few myths that we've had around alcohol. And I think for you guys, your takeaway should be to show you how when you're young, you don't know what you're doing when you're drinking. Like you just do what the masses are doing. So I think, and even now, even at this age, we still did that test and we're like, hiya, you mean you can't, like they're just things that you think are common sense, but they're not common sense.
Yeah.
So I want us to discuss 1 or 2 myths in regards to alcohol, so you guys can get a bit of the gist of what the drink IQ test is about.
Yeah.
Right? And what it will equip you with.
Yeah. And we'll even start with something that builds from Lorna's first time drinking alcohol. Is this a myth or is it a fact?
Yeah.
Alcohol increases my sexual performance.
I think it's me.
I think it's a myth because men say there's a it's called a whiskey whiskey. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm actually a bit shy.
Yeah, she really is shy around some of these things. It's so interesting. So yes, guys, it's a myth.
It's a myth.
Alcohol may make you feel more confident.
It's the confidence.
But it actually decreases sexual ability. And I love how they put it on the website. Like, what are going down. Yeah. And then another myth stroke fact. If, here we are talking about none of us had eaten, we hadn't eaten during our first time drinking. So the myth stroke fact. If I eat a lot of greasy food, I can drink more.
Me, based on my experience, I think that's true.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Okay.
It's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. It's a myth.
It's a
It
myth.
says this will only slow down how quickly the alcohol is absorbed, but not how much. So drinking your 4 shots of tequila, it will only mean they'll be absorbed after, let's say, it takes an hour for your body to process.
Yeah.
So it will take slightly longer, but it's still 4 shots of tequila.
But you
still feel that same high.
eventually.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Okay.
And our last myth of the day, dear ladies, which is something I know I used to do all the time. When you're at the doctor's and you're told, take this medicine. And you ask, ooh, can I drink? Can I drink with this medicine?
And the doctor's always like,
Yeah. No. My medication doesn't affect me much, so I can drink what I want.
That's definitely a myth. Have you guys ever made the mistake of drinking when you're on antibiotics?
No, I'm too scared.
Imagine I did it once.
And?
okay, like the antibiotic was a once a day thing. So I said, because today Thursday is alcohol drinking, so university. I'll drink in the morning. By the time 5 p.m., it's okay. Then in the morning I can continue.
Yeah.
Bro, that imagine it messes you up.
Yeah.
Like I think I felt the booze so much faster.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because you have medicine in your system.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Interesting.
I was like, I've only had one glass of wine. Why am I feeling like this?
Interesting.
So I will never do that again.
Have you ever taken?
No.
Yeah, me, I'm actually too scared, man. It's antibiotics. It says drinking can exaggerate or negate the effects of some medication. So you see, it exaggerated the effects of the medication you were taking, which is why you felt extra high.
Yeah.
But can we just do this one last week because it touches on what you said?
Yeah.
Drinking while taking illegal drugs gives me an extra high. Myth or fact?
You know, I want to say myth because it's a trick question, but I think it's I'll say fact because some people mix.
Yeah.
Cindy, like people will say, oh, I'm going to take this illegal drug.
Yeah.
And then I take a shot. I take a shot and then I take the illegal drug.
Yeah.
Or whatever, so I can feel more.
Yeah. But they don't even clarify. They just say mixing alcohol with drugs can be unpredictable and extremely dangerous. Basically, you can die. You're not encouraged to mix. First, illegal drugs, they're illegal. So first, you're not encouraged to do that. And then now mixing with alcohol, my friend, Uneza. Because there's nothing worse than accidental. People leaving us through accidentals. I don't know.
Mixing, overdosing.
Yeah.
And then because alcohol is a depressant, some of these drugs, that's the thing, my fear. Is that you don't know that's the interaction, how it's going to be for you. Because there are some people who you 2 glasses of wine, nothing. Me, I feel it. So now start adding other things. Like, you don't know your body reacts to things.
That's it. That's it. Good job, girls. Good job.
Cheers. At least now we're responsible drinking.
Hey, drink IQ.
It has come with age, but we didn't, like Lorna said, we didn't have drink IQ. Okay, guys.
Experience.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. Remember to take this Drink IQ test on the Diageo website. We're going to leave the link to the test in the description box of this video. Remember to like this video as well. Subscribe to our channel over here, Road to 100K, and leave a comment in the comment section so that we can have this conversation offline. See you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Over 25. Subscribe.